Hey everyone, Mike here with the Rusty Garage and Homestead. Today we're doing a little unboxing on a new weed puller for the garden. We're going to test it out and see how it does. So the garden puller that we're going to be testing today got shipped to us from DeerFamy. It's an online store. They sell a lot of different gardening things, a lot of outdoor things like pickleball sets and outdoor chairs and different things like that. So we're going to unbox this thing, put it together, and give it a try out here in the garden. I've got some pokely weeds coming up, so we're going to see how well this thing works. Also put a link down in the description box to their Amazon store and to this product if you're interested in one. Okay, so let's see what comes in the box. That is the part number 2, if anyone is interested. Okay, installation guide, how to put it together, how to use it, what it's designed for, lawns, gardens, gravel areas, driveways, walkways. Okay, here's the head. Looks like you press it down around the roots, rock the handle over, and it'll pinch it, and you just pull it out. If this thing works like it should, it's going to be real handy to have around these pokely weeds. They're not a full-fledged thistle. They're something else. I'm not exactly sure, but they're a pain. You don't want to grab them by your hand. So, looks like these are the couplings to screw all the pieces together with. Okay, here it is, all assembled. Obviously, if you didn't need to have it this long, you could take one of the sections out of it and put it together. But let's put this thing out in the garden, see how well it works. Okay, there is a lot of these pokely weeds around here that the wife doesn't like getting a hold of. I don't like getting a hold of them. But let's see how well. That actually worked out pretty good. That actually broke part of it, but this weed here doesn't have a great, strong stem to it. Push it around the base. Okay, that one got it out. You see, that got the roots and everything pulled out. Another one right up here. Well, if you get it around the root or around the stem like you're supposed to, it pulls it out just fine. See, a lot of root on that one as well. This thing actually might work pretty good at the end of the season, also getting the okra plants pulled up out of the ground when we're done with those. Okay, let's find the base. There it is. See that? Roots and all. Actually does a really good job. This thing also helps you from bending over so much. You bend over quite a bit when you're in the garden anyways. So anything you can help do to keep you from doing that as much, it's going to help you out quite a bit. Save your back. I have got to get my cultivator working. This needs weed eated is what this needs. That does a great job. That one broke, but still, it's getting it out of the garden. There's not much of a learning curve. It's pretty easy. I just can't see that well because I've let grass get in between a lot of my plants so bad. Pulls it right out. As long as you get around that stem. My issue is just being able to see it all. Pulled it out. Got it out by the roots. It's got a pretty strong little grip on it. Stick it down around the root, bend it over, and it just clamps down pretty hard. And you just rock it out and it holds it down by the root ball or by the stem and just yanks it right up out of the ground. So you can use this pedal to help push it down into the ground. And once you're down against the ground, it just takes a little bit of effort to rock this thing over and pull the plant right out. All right, guys, you've seen it in action. It did a lot better than actually I was expecting. I thought because the garden is tilled and everything's so soft that this fulcrum point would just mash down to the soil a lot more than it did. But it did a really good job of actually pulling things up by the root breaking it off. I mean, some of those plants don't have the strongest stem, so breaking the stem is kind of to be expected on some of them. It does a pretty good job, keeps you from bending over so much. It's pretty stout down here on the end, and it doesn't take much of an angle to close this up. So it's not like you're bending the handle way over. I think I'm gonna get a lot of good use out of this, and I think the wife's gonna get a lot of good use out of this. But if you're interested in products like this or outdoor products that they sell, I'll leave a link to their Amazon store down in the description box. Well, everyone, if you found any of the information helpful in the video, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Oh.